Aloha, lovelies. I would love. I've just kind of got onto something here, in my morning session with divinity, and I just wanted to say that a few truths came out of me because I was actually getting to just speak out loud for a minute, and when I do get to speak out loud, such amazing divine things come through. It's not me. I'm just channeling. I'm just channeling some wisdoms and stuff. That. Anyway, okay. So here we go. The first one that came up was that I'm gonna go back where I don't know where to start. Let's see. Everybody wants to complain about addicts and the drug addicts. It's not the drugs that the addict's addicted to. The people started doing the drugs because the current society sucks, and they want to escape, but also because they help feed the sex addiction. So when people are on the drugs, the sex is fucking better. Well, not better, it's different. I can't say better. I've never had a healthy relationship in my life, so I wouldn't know. But when it's unhealthy, I'll tell you what, the drugs would make it better. But what serves more than that as the drug addiction, the sex addiction, is the ego addiction. We need to have a balance of ego, a balance. Yes, we are supposed to be separate. We're all supposed to be unique, individual expressions, divine expressions of God. The creator, the universe, the force, source, whatever you want to use for your name for that. But there's a balance, because you're supposed to be a divine, unique expression, but letting go of the fucking control of it completely. It's supposed to be a co-creation. A co-creation, where you embody your higher self and divinity, and you get to play here. So you balance the ego where, you have requests, this would be nice, but you don't demand it, because there's a higher good for all. There's a higher thing going on that you are part of, but you're not above. Okay? You're not more important than the collective. You're part of the collective, and you are important. You are important, but you're not more important. We're all equally important. But nobody realizes that yet. Everybody wants to have a class thing going on. For real. For real. Do onto everything the way you would want done onto you. As you would want done onto you. I know I keep saying that, but do you like it when someone comes over and makes you feel lesser, or tries to make you feel lesser, depending on your being? I don't know if you are able to be made to feel lesser, but I'm gonna hold on a minute because the bus just got here and it's not my bus, but it's loud, so we'll just pause a second. It might be a minute. So I'll just walk over here. Walk over here a minute. Oh, they're gonna be here a minute. Bus driver got out. Alright. Well, hey, let's see if we can get the sun behind me. There's the sun, I can't see it behind those clouds, but anyway. So I find that the actual entire collective, not of the ones that, everybody, our egos are addicting. And that's what it is. I think we have an ego addiction problem, which leads to a sex addiction problem, which leads to a drug addiction problem. Three. There's a three thing that happens all the time. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but it's a three thing. It's really a three thing. So I really believe that what I'm witnessing, and I really feel I've been here to witness for God, and the things that come through are profound. The things that are coming through with me that I'm getting are that we are suffering an ego addiction when we're supposed to have a balanced ego. But our egos really, really love to feel like so special. And we are, though, but we are special. That's a thing. It's an infinite paradox. It's always an infinite paradox. So everything right now is truth and everything right now is lies. It really just matters on where you're at. Not where everyone else is at, but where you're at. Don't rely on everyone else. They're at where they're at. You can only meet them at where they're at, and they can only meet you at where you're at. But we're not all at the same place. We are not. So we need to balance the egos and understand that sex is a sacred act. Oh, I know. I used to be of the kind, okay, who would just be partying up the sex scene, okay? Yup. But once you know, you cannot know. And you cannot lie to yourself, and you cannot lie to God. You cannot lie to your higher self. Once you know, you cannot know. And therefore, I do not partake anymore in any of that. And I really just want everybody else to waken up, because I want the highest good for all. Plain and simple. The other thing that I wanted to get out there is that the adults need to start learning from the children. Why? Oh, why? Why do you think the children know better? Because they're organic and pure. They haven't been programmed. They haven't been indoctrinated. They haven't been lied to. They haven't been traumatized. They have the pure truth in them. Children are the light of the world. Children are the teachers now. Are you not understanding how much beautiful light and love and the wisdom coming in the children now? The wisdom that are in the children being born these days is amazing. We as adults had to work towards that because we were drugged, we were poisoned, we were conditioned and programmed. And still, a lot of adults are. Because it's a lot more comfortable to sit in it than to work against it to try to correct it. Because it just takes a lot less energy and feels better because you're being vamped off of. But whatever. The children are the wise ones now. They have the pure truth before any of the bullshit that has happened to all the adults. The adults do not know better. No, we do not. No, we do not. The adults think that we teach our children to rely on everybody else. No, the number one thing as a parent is to teach your child to be independent so they can take care of themselves, so they will not die. If you die, they can take care of themselves without having to go leech off of someone else. Or be a vamp saying, I'm going to help people, but they're under my control. No, the truth is, you give and love unconditionally. And the children will tell you that. The children are being born with such wisdom. It's amazing. They are so beautiful now. The stuff that they know. And I have to say that I do know some really great parents who are working against what has been put forth by society. And their children are great. The children that are in the indoctrinated shit that still have to go through some of that, they're great too. And they're bringing in the truth. And I don't know all that's going on everywhere, but I do see these children, and I see the animals too. The animals are really, really stepping up. But if you pay any attention to the solar flare thing and all of the radiation and all that, well, if you want to think about this, mutants. We're going to talk about X-Men. Let's talk about X-Men. The mutants, mutations. What does that happen from? It happens from radiation, right? Right? Is that like, look, I'm not a learned person. I'm not. This is, I don't know, intuition, inner knowledge. I was weird from a kid. Whatever. I was born knowing this place was way wrong. Way wrong. Way wrong. I remember a place where it's like love, care, and above, and we don't, yeah, this is cray. I don't even care if this is supposed to be a school. Okay? School needs to be dismantled and restructured. Seriously. And I'll tell you what. I heard a really, 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 really beautiful version, and it really, this truth that was put forth by a woman who channeled a multidimensional being called Seth. I'll tell you what, I think I know Seth. I feel that multidimensionality, and then I'm like in this physical body thing. But God dreamt us all up, and one, the all, the force, the source, the creator, whatever, the dreamer. We are the dream. He's a dreamer. But the dream turned into a nightmare, and he never, it. The Pyramid G is like what I'm going to call him, because the way that Seth put it, which is beyond knowledge, beyond this dream, by the way, which I already knew, had written in the sand and couldn't comprehend quite yet, but Seth put it so greatly, what I already knew. It's just weird. It's a confirmation for me. I can back up what he said. It just downloads to me. But that though one gave himself to let his dreams be a dream, he never, I'm gonna say he because that's just how we were brought up. So please just take that however. You put in all of your own things here. Fill in the blanks for yourself if you don't like the terms I'm using. Because seriously, I think you're smart enough to do that and get the gist, yeah? He never wanted this to turn into a nightmare. What? It's a yeah, for about 98% of the world, but 99% of the world, it's a nightmare. And especially in the Corporation of America. Oh, did I say the Corporation of America? Yes, I said the Corporation of America. It's not a country, it's a corporation, and everybody's here to be fed off of, and in their little fucking experiment. Whatever. Don't really care. You can say I'm nuts. Don't care. I'm not going to read any of these comments, so have fun with that. But he cares. He don't want no nightmares going on, so guess what? Boop! He sent in help, and we're here to help. Because God does care. One cares. He does not want a nightmare. And at some point there may have been neutral gods, evil gods, and they're all freaking real, by the way. Why? Because humans are creators. We literally keep dreaming his dream. We keep his dream going. We are creating it. We were gifted that. But it's turned into a nightmare. I don't want to get into details because I don't know the specific details. There's many ways to put it. And there's many theories. But the powers that were put into place all of this stuff. And us adults, the parents now, the grandparents, people still alive that are adults, I'm going to say like Gen X and older. I really can't speak to younger generations. My daughter, well, tell you what, her generation got fucked up because of my generation. But you know what? It rolls downhill. It's okay. We're here to correct it. That's all. Light, love, care, and we love unconditionally. But we need to listen to the children that are being born now. Are just they're coming in with such wisdom because one does care. He said, I didn't want my dream to turn into a nightmare, so guess what? The children are being born. I think some of the children being born are probably some of the ancients or some of the very, very wise elders that have lived before here as a human. And if not, they know. They're just being born with so much knowledge, and the adults need to listen to the children. And we need to not put them in a box. Because when we do that, we take their shine away. They stop glowing and shining so bright. Hi. It's like they have such wisdom. Do not please just don't, just take that. Just take that. I'm gonna end it here, but please just, adults, start learning from the children. Watch the children, protect the children. The children are important. And start recognizing, maybe, I don't know, I'll freaking figure out how to define an ego addiction, but I think we all know how that is. I mean, just narcissism, whatever. I guess that's the severest form of ego addiction, would be narcissism. And like, we're supposed to have it, so just balance it. It's okay. But I'm gonna leave it there. I think I went on for long enough. So those are my two things. It was like the ego, the sex, and the drugs. It's a thrice thing. And the children, protect the children. Protect the children. They are the future, obviously, but they are the knowledge keepers. They are being born with the wisdom that us adults had to really work at getting, because we were programmed and drugged and indoctrinated to think that the truth was lies and the lies was truth. Yeah, that's right. Check out all those movies that are hopefully don't end up coming to be truth, but a lot of them are truth, but they put them out there as lies. But guess what? A lot of people are starting to see that. So, yeah, just saying. I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you so much. Love you, lovelies.